has to be said for Robin Middleton. He retired once, he used to play for England, moved out to Australia in 2011 and is now representing Australia in badminton. So a huge well done to him. There he is, 31-year-old, born in Leeds. His partner, Choo. They are the Oceania champions, retained their title earlier this year because they had won that title last year as well. Klaus Schlieben from Austria is our umpire for this one, San Liang of China, the service judge. And the reason we have a service judge is because there are numerous and very complicated rules about serving. Several rules: must strike the shuttle below the waist, racket must be pointing in a downward direction, not allowed to move your feet, not allowed to stand on the line, no double action in your service motion, must strike the cork of the shuttle first, not the feathers. You see, it is all rather complicated, and that's why we have a dedicated service judge, and his or her sole responsibility is to watch the serve and make sure it is legal. So Choo, as you can see, the left-hander, born in Adelaide. There she is. Played in the Olympics in London in the women's doubles with Renuga Viran. Reached the quarter-final of the women's doubles. And there's Robin Middleton, former quarter-finalist at the European Championships in men's doubles, so he's a fine doubles exponent. Tontowi Ahmad, 29 years of age, from Banyumas in central Java. And his partner, Natsir, will turn 31. There she is, 31 next month, from Manado, right in the north of North Sulawesi. And not only is she a three-time former world champion, twice with former partner Nova Widianto. At the Beijing Olympic Games, she won a silver medal. So there is Klaus Schlieben. So I guess Natsir, one of the most experienced mixed doubles players in the world of badminton. As far as the Indonesians are concerned, well, they've had mixed fortunes this year on the World Tour. 2 finals, winning one of them, the Malaysian Super Series, were beaten in the final of the Asian Championships. But they've had 2 first-round losses as well, which is surprising for a pair that's been so highly ranked, is so highly ranked, and one of their first-round losses was the last major tournament before these Olympic Games, and that was the Australian Super Series in Sydney. So this Group C match, this will be a first meeting between these 2 pairs, so they won't know each other's styles, but I'm sure their strengths and weaknesses will have been studied by the coaches, videoed opponents. They'll have their tactics clear in their mind. #28 in the world ranking at the moment, the Australians. That's a career high, enjoying their 5th week at a career high of 28.
On my left, Robin Middleton, Choo, Australia. Choo to serve to Natsir. Level play.
So the Australian left and right-handed combination of Robin Middleton and Choo getting this Group C encounter underway in the mixed doubles. Tontowi Ahmad just specialising in the mixed doubles discipline, as indeed is his partner Natsir now, but she has been a fine women's doubles player as well. Oh, that's just extraordinary control of the net from Natsir. She has a wonderful reading of the game. Wonderful touch. She never looks in a hurry to me. Always seems almost to play her shots in slow motion. Seems so controlled and aware of what's happening. Here she is again. Right place at the right time. Former world number twos. And desperately they wanted to become world number ones. It might still happen to this Indonesian pair, but 98 weeks in total as world number twos. Oh, that looked a nervous smash to me from Ahmad. Oh, look at that. Well, mixed doubles, a very different tactic and formation from level doubles, women's doubles or men's doubles. And we're seeing it in these early stages. Men, of course, are physically stronger than women, and therefore you want them at the back of the court thundering down the smashes. And women tend to be a lot more agile than men, and therefore you want them at the front of the court, using their agility to twist and turn, move quickly, read the situation and dominate the front of the court. So, of course, if you're an opponent, you want to try and get them out of their favoured formation. That was Richard Manaki, Indonesian mixed doubles coach. Oh, that's lovely. Straight down the line. Beautiful smash from Choo. Service fault called. You can see the service judge indicating, giving an arm signal, and therefore the players and all of us watching, all the spectators, know exactly what the fault was called for, and that was struck above the waist. Nicely done. Now, if you're not familiar with badminton, it's the best of 3 games to 21 points, and obviously it's a point per rally. Got to win by 2 clear points. If we get to 20 all, then we play extra points until that is achieved, unless we get to 29 all, in which case it's sudden death. First to 30, and that's only if you don't get to 21 by 2 clear points. Yeah, well taken. To the mid-game interval, the Indonesians with a 9-point advantage, and Liliana Natsir has looked so sharp in these early stages. Absolutely superb. 11-2 at the mid-game interval. Well, not much said there from Richard Manaki, was there? Well, I'm struggling to pick up what he was saying there, but I think there was something about the cross-court. We'll see. So 11-2 the advantage in this opening game. And the Australians really need to try and play themselves into the match. Understandable that they would be extremely nervous. Oh, look at that. How does she do that? How is she always in the right place at the right time? Well, the simple answer is she reads the game so well. Yeah. Good change of direction on the attacking play from Tontowi Ahmad. Oh, it's long. Players were telling me the other day during their training session that there is a bit of a drift in this arena. Air conditioning is on. That's a good flick serve. Oh my goodness, round the back. That's outrageous. Yeah, it was a good flick serve. She was off balance. Now watch this. Behind the back from Liliana Natsir. Yeah, and with the air conditioning on, it does create a little bit of an airflow, and therefore the shuttle, as we look down on the courts, flying a little faster, going towards that far end of the court. And there's a little bit of sideways drift as well, from left to right. Yeah, it's clever. Well, I'm very, very interested in this. I know we're still in the early stages of this match, but I thought that the Indonesians, with their couple of first-round losses, building up to these Olympic Games, I wondered whether their confidence would be back, but they seem to be brimming with confidence right now. And it's a handsome lead, isn't it? This, the formation I was talking about, the power from the back of the court from the man and then the female player at the front of the court, just finishing it off nicely if necessary. Oh, indecision there from Tontowi Ahmad. Now, once again, the drift coming into play, probably brought back in a little. He watches it. He looks down at the line. Looks down at the line again. Whoops, it's going to land in. I better play that. He simply can't leave it that late. No serve is short. It's all-out attack by the Indonesians. They're absolutely in control of the rallies, dictating the pace, playing the way they want to play, and therefore I suggest that the Australians have got to try and find a tactic, find a way to get the Indonesians out of formation. As far as the Indonesians are concerned, they want to continue doing exactly what they're doing. 2 points away from this opening game. Oh, that's nice. All started with an excellent return of serve from Choo. Look at that. Oh, a bit of sorcery on the return of serve as well from Natsir. Well, most badminton players, even mixed doubles players, wouldn't even have tried to intercept that one. Doesn't just intercept it, there's a winner from it. So game points galore for Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir. Yeah, that one saved. Oh, service fault called again. once again struck above the waist. No, that's a gift for the opening game. Here we go. Yep, I agree. Shuttle not below the waist when it was struck. Yeah, disappointment. That's her second service fault. So the opening game to the Indonesians, 21-7. Oh, interesting. All the advice from Richard Manaki towards Tontowi Ahmad. He must be extremely happy with the way Liliana Natsir is playing.
Kalau misalnya itu Cibutet mundur dikit nggak apa-apa, saya di belakang ngerti. Jadi saya ngomong.
Huge amount of pressure on Tontowi Ahmad when he formed his partnership with Liliana Natsir, because her former partner, Nova Widianto, they had been so successful together. Those 2 world titles, Olympic silver, world number 1s. Yeah, big shoes to fill. Now the Australian coaches having to work much, much harder with their players. Sabungo with his back to us. The man speaking, I think, although he's got his back to us, was Glenn Wolfe. So Liliana Natsir wants a new shuttle for the start of the second game. Umpire Schlieben agrees. So the number 3 seeds, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir, totally dominant in that opening game. 21-7 against Middleton and Choo. Now I wonder what the Australian coaches have suggested. I wonder if we'll see a change in tactics. They've got to try and change it up somehow. Oh, they got in each other's way there. Now, one thing that occurs to me is they've got to get themselves on the attack. At the moment, they're just being controlled in the rally by the Indonesians. Now, that's a good return of serve. It all stems from good serving and return of serve. Serve, return and third shots. Coaches in badminton drum into doubles players. They're the 3 critical shots of the rally. And they can clearly see the sideways drift, shuttle being taken from left to right and therefore going wide of the court. Yeah, the wrong formation. Well spotted, umpire. Indonesians got themselves in all sorts of trouble. I'm not convinced by the cross-court clear from Robin Middleton. Played his partner into trouble. She felt the need to cover the cross-court, which then, of course, left Middleton defending the straight. Having played round the head, then he needed to cover cover the forehand side. Yeah, they're just not in it at the moment. No one really shakes his head. I wonder if the Australians should try using the mid-court area a little more. Desperately difficult to do, but try and get it past Liliana Natsir at the net. You see, that attempted return of serve was a hard push. It would have gone deep into the back box. And I think they should perhaps try playing it so it gets past Natsir, but the shuttle would land in front of Tontowi Ahmad. And that would force him to hit the shuttle in an upward direction, and then the Australians might have a chance to attack themselves. Yeah, they played the return of serve to the back again, and they're just getting punished. I think I might be tempted to even try a return back to the net. There we go. Still lifting. That's better. Nicely done. We often talk in badminton about the need to turn defensive play into attacking play, and one of the classic ways to do that is a block to the net and one of the two doubles players following forward to be a real threat to force your opponent to try and play away from the net area. Look at that defence from Liliana Natsir. Perfectly played, driven back, flat over the net, going towards the mid-court area. Just watch this. Look at that. So what do you do with it? You can't attack. It's too flat. You can't hit down. And the Indonesians very much in control once again, aren't they? 11-2 at the mid-game interval of game number 2. I think the issue perhaps for the Australian pair is they are so aware, as every player is in world badminton, just how good Liliana Natsir is at the front of the court, and therefore they've got it in their minds they've got to keep the shuttle away from her. And in consequence of that mindset, I think they're trying to play too much to the back. They need to play some to the back and perhaps some to the mid-court area. Yeah, it was a nice return of serve. That suggestion of a net shot on the return of serve worked well.
12-2.
Yeah, and there. Natsir. Oh, service fault called again. Third time she's been faulted. And her serve struck above the waist. Well, I apologise if anybody overheard that, but in the heat of the moments, course, the Olympic Games so precious to all badminton players, so desperately want to do well. And I have to say, though, I entirely agree with the service judge. To respond. Channel your frustration in the right direction. Use it to your advantage. Nobody did that better than John McEnroe in tennis. Once he was angry and he was annoyed, he played even better. To the drift yet. Well, it's important for the other two group matches that both these pairs will play in this Group C of the mixed doubles. Very important that they're both pairs. Oh my goodness, that's delightful. Both pairs get used to the conditions. That's the sort of shot that I was alluding to earlier. Play it into the mid-court area, play it past the front court player, but it lands in front of the rear court player. And Liliana Natsir just in complete control now. How does she read that? She knows exactly where the return is going to come, and she's ready and waiting. Yeah, she controlled the rally there as well. Oh, this is all happening in double quick time. 2 points from the second game. Number 3 seeds from Indonesia. Now, that's what they needed. I think that's just about the first smashes that Robin Middleton has played. Hasn't been given the opportunity prior to now. Oh, that's landing in. Yeah. He was right to play it, but you've got to make that decision a little earlier. A whole host of match point opportunities. Delaying the inevitable, one suspects. Coming back from this sort of deficit. I don't think I've ever seen it. Yeah, but they're on the attack. If only they could have done this a little earlier in the match. Their third game point opportunity. The number 3 seeds, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir, comfortable winners over the Australian pair of Robin Middleton and Choo. Yeah, they'll be very, very happy to get their Olympic campaign off to a winning start.
21-7, 21-8.
2 straight games. 21-7, 21-8, the margin of their victory. 4 years ago, that desperate situation of losing a bronze medal playoff match. And they'll be hoping to go at least one further than that this time around. So confirmation of that scoreline, 21-7, 21-8. One on their third game points. And just 13 minutes for that second game. So as far